Hi, my name is Kosal Khiev. I'm a spoken word artist. Edgar Allan Poe. Wow, I haven't heard that name in years since I was in elementary. I think that was when I first heard of Edgar Allan Poe. My first story, when I came across poetry. I remember when I first wrote my first poem. I was maybe 12 years old. And, listening to Edgar Allan Poe and reading Edgar Allan Poe, a lot of that first poem was really dark. I remember my sister finding it. I remember she came out, storming out of my room with this look on her face and say, "What is this? What is this? Why are you writing this way? Are you feeling this like this?" And I'm like, no, it's for school. I really don't feel this way. It's fine. Calm down. Why are you going to my stuff anyways? Let's talk about that. But I never wrote again after that day. It was fear of someone reading it and someone asking questions of, do you really feel this way? So I stopped writing. Now, I'm gonna tell you a little bit backstory of my story and where I came from so you have a better understanding. I'm Cambodian American, well, not Cambodian American anymore, just Cambodian now. I was born in a refugee camp in 1980. 81, me and my family, we migrated to California, United States. I didn't make a lot of great choices growing up. Now, growing up, I used to blame my family for the choices that I made, But I didn't know that they were dealing with their own issues, dealing with their own traumas that had happened. And me being raised in the States, I didn't make those great choices. So at the age of 15, I was sent to a slave labor camp out in Louisiana. I did a year there. The state ended up shutting it down for child abuse. I came out a year later, still bitter, still angry, still that lost, scared child. 16, I fought a case, gang-related, got caught, fighting for my life. I ended up doing 14 years out of a 16-year sentence. Now, out of those 14 years, I had made a promise to my mom. I made a promise to my mom and said, "Mom, don't worry. I will make it home to you. I will make it home to you." Now, after doing my 14 years, immigration picked me up. I did a year in immigration. Now, my permanent resident status wasn't so permanent anymore. I became a criminal alien. After my year, they exiled me and deported me back to Cambodia, 2011, March 17th. Now, a lot of amazing things have happened since then. A lot of amazing things, and I feel blessed and honored to be standing here in front of you guys talking. I'm going to share with you a couple of pieces of mine, and hopefully, your hearts will open up and you will come to understand where I'm coming from. Now, this scared little boy, I want you to imagine, growing up, started writing poetry at a young age, but stopped because of an older sister finding it. Got locked up and got reintroduced to poetry. I remember sitting in a cell, and I remember thinking to myself, thinking all these thoughts in my head, like, who am I? Where am I? Who am I going to be? This first piece here is called Love Born. And I want to share you why I wrote this piece. Now, all these things that was happening in my life, I had these labels, Oh, you're Asian, you're Cambodian, you're a gook, you're a chink. I grew up with that. I felt the first sting of racism when I was yay high, when I got jumped. This first piece is called Love Born. Love born. I was conceived between the tree trunks of my mother's knees. I imagine she screamed out peace with her belly swollen, holding on to me. See, back then, I was just a seed. Thoughts had yet to formulate, I was too weak. Malnourished from her hunger, I felt the hunger speak, but she couldn't weep yesterday's sorrows because tomorrow was full of woes, so the story goes. My father came back from the dead, but I was hidden. Forbidden from his keep, I was the youngest brother of 7. Born in the 80s, a refugee camp baby. I went crazy with a destiny that refused to lay lazy. So the state raised me like bonsai trees, wrapped in steel wire with shackles on my feet. That day it rained, sheets of ice snow. I remember clearly how I shivered, it was so ice cold. And there I entered the 4 seasons. The Hatchby level 4 yard and heard for the first time this beast breathing. And like spoils of war, I was offered into the land of fathers with no fathers, fatherless sons who got lost within these deep waters. Clearly we were boys playing men. In pursuit to be warriors, bathed in sin, we were boys taught by boys playing to be men. So my rites of passage came through the devil's den. But I was destined not to die. So what didn't kill me made me strong in my eyes. You see, I was love born. Conceived between the tree trunks of my mother's knees. So as I grew like bonsai trees wrapped in steel wire, I grew and broke free and rose even higher. Now my life hack is poetry, spoken word. And I discovered spoken word one day in the hole. I found myself back in 99 bringing in Y2K. Now I was in solitary confinement. You can imagine yourself in a room maybe the size of this. 23 hours a day, nowhere to go. And I was forced to confront myself. And poetry did that for me. It cut everything else out from the outside world and made me look within. The starting point was right here. And once I started to look within, everything else opened up. It made it easier. It made me understand myself better. Who I was, where I came from, where I'm going. The second piece here I came across, and it was after me being dropped off into Cambodia. And I was wondering, thinking, trying to process. Now you have to imagine when I went into prison, there was no internet. There was none. So when I got out into 11, the world changed. It was small, and I was trying to process everything, wondering where's my place in this world. So the second piece here is called Love UI. And, I think that was the greatest gift of all, is that love without conditions, It doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter who you are. Just love. No conditions. You don't have to be anything. You don't have to do anything. I'm swimming through butterflies because your eyes remind me of sunlight. Reflected moonbeams filled with dreams of sunshine. See, a surfer searches purpose, so worth is 9 times eternity. Earth merged with dirt, she's worthy of love. Pure joy. Surely she hugs with love, full of pure joy. Sublime noise. See, her tongue caressed my words, so I immerse myself with her worth. She's earth, and I'm the dirt. Curse the seeping soil that men toil. I rose and grew and bloomed like days to the temporal. Men boils to the crack of a gat coils, and I'm left in the fields of spoil. Now I'm uprooted. Suited in ashes, a battle class is screaming, take me backwards, but I'm moving forward towards fields of better pastures. So let me ask you, why pass cross if it weren't meant to happen? Gun clapping made my life tragic, screaming out what the hell happened. But even as the waves comes crashing, it recedes back into peace for action. Flowing currents got me dreaming of an inner soul's passions, ambitious to be a winner. Ascending, seeking redemption, I question. Thoughts seem exhausted, I find its direction till my words get quoted. And notice to your ears alone, unless my words get cut off by henchmen. So this is my extension, my heart, body, and soul, plus a spiritual dimension written through a pen. Forgive me for my sins, I'm flawed. Pieces of my gems, collect these pieces, y'all. This is my thesis written for the broken hearts. So I heed callings, I'm free falling, in hopes I will grow wings and blossom. Sung from the bottom so my song could be sung when falling. Catch my words, I'm scrawling, I'm in a dream state. Kept in the box, I slept till my dreams ached. Wept till I was sobbing till my dreams taste like breaking waves, slowly changing in my mama's face. Now I'm breaking waves, still chasing for her warm embrace. See if you could trace my hatred. Discovered the origin of love I came, but we were strangers until fate changed it. Now I'm pouring out my soul and painting it. Go ahead and frame it. Capture my essence, realign my sentence. Love you, I love you without conditions. Go ahead, capture my essence, realign my sentence. Love you, I love you without conditions. What I've really come to find out in this life is that I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for all the amazing people I've met throughout my journey. I think that is the greatest life hack that's given to us. It's the people. Being able to build bonds and friendships. Being able to share stories. TEDx. This is what it's all about for me. I remember all the people that has come into my life and made my life so colorful. So beautiful. Mr. Efferson, he taught me how to play chess. He said, if you could learn how to play chess, you learn to play life. Mr. Huey taught me how to play basketball. So many people. And I feel that as you and I come together, not just here, the world all over. Now, this last piece I'm gonna do for you guys, it's a new piece. It's. I just hope you feel it. I'm just gonna let it out. It will be an uphill battle, I tell you. A battle that must be taken all the way to Capitol Hill. And as we prepare ourselves for such a warfare, let us stand fast. Fortify your hearts, mind, body, spirit with love, compassion, kindness, and empathy. Let us not tangle ourselves within the thorns of bitterness, but let each of voice be raised aloud in unity and perseverance. And know that we shall overcome any obstacle placed before us. And we shall be heard. Not just here, but the world all over, that we as a human race shall not be divided by the inequality of race, wealth, color, or creed, but united and bound by the same idea that we are one huge family, living under the same starry sky with the same hopes, fears, and dreams. This I decree to all my brothers and sisters. Do not be shackled down by the chains of indifference, but break free from the bonds man made to separate us. We are not geography. Born to live and die in that same dirt, but born to live and die with those we love. And in between that life and death, to be free, to live a life worth living. So let freedom ring. Let freedom ring like Martin Luther King did when he first stood and spoke. He had a dream. I tell you, his dream is still unfolding, still struggling to take shape within each of our lives as we continue to struggle with our own sense of purpose, place, and belonging. But struggle no more. Struggle no more. Take your place as rightful heirs to this world we call earth and set the right the wrongs of humanity. And let us hear them say, when we are dead and gone, to those that are left behind, let us hear them say one time that there came a time when you and I and we came to be together as one. Thank you.